Have you ever wondered what it might be like to live in the shadows, to carry secrets that could change the course of history? Imagine a life where every move is calculated, every word spoken with caution, every relationship a potential liability. Welcome to the world of espionage, a realm where shadows hold secrets and silence is a weapon. Since time immemorial, spying has been an integral part of human civilization. From the ancient Egyptians to the Cold War strategists, the art of obtaining secret information has shaped our world in ways unimaginable. These clandestine operatives risk their lives, their identities, their very existence for the sake of duty, for the sake of truth. They are the unseen heroes, the unsung villains, the figures that loom in the darkness, creating ripples that change the tide of history. The stakes are high, the consequences dire. But who are these individuals, these masters of deception and intrigue? Today we unveil the stories of three of the most dangerous spies in history. Our journey begins in the 16th century with a man known as the spy master of Queen Elizabeth I, Sir Francis Walsingham. The world of espionage owes an immeasurable debt to Sir Francis Walsingham, a man whose name is synonymous with the birth of modern intelligence. Walsingham served as the principal secretary of Queen Elizabeth I, but his true role extended far beyond the realm of traditional politics. He was the eyes and ears of the Queen, her protector and confidant, who guarded her from the shadows. He was a man of unparalleled cunning, a master of deception, and an architect of intricate webs of subterfuge. Walsingham was instrumental in thwarting numerous assassination attempts on Queen Elizabeth. His network of spies, scattered across Europe, kept a vigilant watch over the Queen's enemies. He was the invisible sentinel, always watching, always ready to strike. Walsingham's brilliance lay not just in his ability to protect the Queen, but also in his innovative espionage techniques. He was one of the first to recognize the value of code breaking, using it to intercept and decipher secret messages. He employed double agents, turning enemies into allies, and exploiting their knowledge for the Queen's safety. His covert operations were the stuff of legend. From the Babington plot, where he used a double agent to expose a plan to assassinate the Queen, to his subtle manipulation of Mary, Queen of Scots, leading to her execution, Walsingham's exploits were daring and ruthless. He was the embodiment of the saying, "All is fair in love and war." Walsingham's legacy is profound. His methods and strategies have been emulated and refined by intelligence agencies around the world. He was a pioneer, a visionary who saw the potential of espionage as a tool for statecraft. Walsingham's work laid the foundation for modern espionage, setting the stage for future spies and their daring exploits. From this point onward, the world of spies would never be the same again. The invisible eyes of Sir Francis Walsingham opened the door to a world of shadows, secrecy and intrigue, forever changing the course of history. Fast forward to the early 20th century, the world meets Sidney Riley, the ace of spies. In an era of uncertainty and war, one man emerged from the shadows, a man whose name would become synonymous with espionage and intrigue. This man was none other than Sidney Riley, the chameleon of the spy world. Born in the late 1870s in the heart of Russia, Riley was a man of many faces. He was a master of disguise, able to blend seamlessly into any environment, from the upper echelons of British society to the grimy backstreets of Moscow. His ability to adapt and change to become whoever he needed to be earned him the nickname the Chameleon. But it wasn't just his knack for blending in that made Riley a force to be reckoned with. His daring operations during World War I set him apart from his peers. He would infiltrate enemy lines with ease, gathering crucial intelligence that would turn the tide of many a battle. Yet his most infamous exploit came during the Russian Revolution. Riley was deeply involved in the political upheaval, playing both sides to his advantage. He was a key player in the Lockhart plot, an audacious attempt to overthrow the Bolshevik government. Despite the plot's failure, Riley's audacious role in it only added to his legendary status. But like all great spies, Riley's life was shrouded in mystery. Many aspects of his personal life and his covert operations remain unknown, adding to the allure and enigma of this master spy. However, one thing is certain: Sidney Riley was a man who knew no fear. His audacity, his adaptability, and his sheer will to succeed made him one of the most dangerous spies in history. He was a man who could be anyone, do anything, and yet he always remained a step ahead, hidden in the shadows. Sidney Reilly's audacity and adaptability cemented his place in history as one of the most dangerous spies. In the shadows of the Cold War, a new kind of spy emerges, Oleg Gordievsky. In the throes of a world divided by ideology, Gordievsky was a man straddling two sides. A colonel in the KGB, the feared Soviet secret police, he was also a double agent for the British intelligence, his loyalty secretly pledged to Queen and country. Gordievsky's role was far from simple. He was a wily operator in a deadly game of chess between the East and West. His mission? To provide invaluable intelligence to the British in hopes of easing the escalating tensions of the Cold War. His contributions were immeasurable, his actions often swaying the balance of power in the favor of the West. But Gordievsky's double life came with a heavy price. In the summer of 1985, his cover was blown. The KGB, once his comrades, now hunted him with a relentless fury. His life hung by a thread, yet in the face of such danger, Gordievsky was undeterred. The stage was set for one of the most dramatic escapes in espionage history. With the help of the British intelligence, Gordievsky was smuggled out of Russia in the boot of a diplomatic car. His journey was fraught with danger, but in the end he emerged free, a phantom of the Cold War escaping the iron grip of the Soviet Union. The impact of Gordievsky's actions reverberates through history. His intelligence helped shape the strategies of the West, offering a unique insight into the machinations of the Soviet regime. Even after his escape, he continued to serve as a consultant for the British intelligence, his knowledge proving invaluable in understanding the complexities of the post-Cold War era. The tales of Walsingham, Reilly and Gordievsky remind us of the unsung heroes who risk everything in the world of espionage. In the shadows, they danced a dangerous dance, their actions shaping the course of history in ways we may never fully comprehend. In the world of shadows, these spies have carved their legacies. Sir Francis Walsingham, the invisible eyes of Queen Elizabeth I, masterminded a network of spies across Europe, steering England clear of threats during a turbulent era. Sidney Reilly, the chameleon, a man of many faces, dabbled in high-stakes espionage that shaped the course of World War I. And then there's Oleg Gordievsky, the Cold War phantom, a double agent who risked his life to feed crucial information to the West, ultimately swaying the balance of power during the Cold War. Their work was clandestine, their identities often concealed, their lives constantly at risk, yet their contributions were monumental, their impact on history undeniable. They operated behind the scenes, yet their influence reached far beyond the shadows. Their stories, though shrouded in secrecy, continue to intrigue and inspire. For in the shadows, they changed the world.